Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Also, if my eyes seem a bit puffy, I'm suffering from hay fever. But today, unfortunately, I have some bad news for you. Bad news for me especially. So for this last week, 2 weeks, I've actually been trying to get back into my healthy routine. I've been trying to eat better. I've been trying to exercise more. And that has been working, and I've been vlogging it. But right now, it seems like a waste of time because this weekend or this last week has been really hard to maintain, and I've been desperate to sabotage myself. Today, for example, I should be exercising and I'm not. That's because we've had to make the decision to rehome Jag to a working dog handler. It's not a decision we've taken lightly. We have tried. We were trying to keep him. We've been working with him for the last 4 weeks, trying to get him into pet mode and trying to change his attitude so that he might be able to work in canicross or in dogstacle or in agility, anything like that, and it's just not working. He likes canicross, he loves canicross, but he doesn't get anywhere near as excited for it as when he thinks he's going to work. He likes dogstacle, but he doesn't get anywhere near excited as when he thinks he's going to work. As for agility, we just can't afford to take him. We can't afford agility equipment. We don't have the tools to try and make some ourselves, and we can't afford to go to the classes, especially because of his dog 50-50 chanciness. By the 50-50 chanciness, I mean that with female dogs, he's usually fine. He wants to say hello, he wants to play with them. With male dogs, there's a 50-50 gamble on whether or not he's going to act aggressively or whether or not he's going to want to play with them. That's made it extremely difficult for us to do things like canicross and dogstacle with him, because we can just be running down the street or running down a park path, and if he sees another dog, for example right now there's a husky going past with a lot of fur on its back. It must be so warm, the poor thing. It's like if he sees another dog going past, he will try and go after it. He wants to play with it, he wants to go meet it. We don't know if he's going to try and attack it once he gets up close. Sometimes it can be 20 meters away, 30 meters away, and he'll go into defensive aggressive mode and try and protect me. One of the days, the other day when we were doing canicross, Jag had a poo, so I stopped to pick it up, and I didn't notice there was someone walking behind me, and it was just an old gentleman walking back from the shops with his groceries, just toddling along as anyone does, coming back from the shop. I kept the lead quite short for safety reasons, and I'd gone down to pick up the poo, and Jag tried to bite this man on the bum as he walked past. Don't know why. Something about that man mustn't have smelt right, but he had a sniff of his bum as he walked past and then lunged and tried to bite him twice. Not just once, twice. He's also bit my mum on the bum when she's come into the house. He's been defensively territory defending the house. Hey, Daddy. We currently can't have guests around just in case, because we don't know if he's going to think they're invading his territory or whether or not he's going to be okay with them and be fine with them. We've had several people in the house since then and he's been fine, but for some reason that one, and he's met my mum loads of times and he's been fine with her, but for some reason this one time he thought she was invading the house. At the moment he doesn't want to go into canicross or go into dogstacle. We've also tried bike jaw with him, and every time we were cycling along, it's like he'd pull the bike brilliantly and wonderfully fine. As soon as he's seen another dog, he would literally pull us over on the bike, like literally make the bike topple sideways to try and get to that dog. It was too dangerous, it was too unsafe. We couldn't get him to forget about the dogs and just focus on the bike. He wasn't having it. Every single time without fail for about 3 weeks he would see a dog and he'd try and go for it. Be it play, be it aggressive, I don't know. It was too dangerous to do bike jaw with him with the way he currently is. We've even looked into getting a behavioural specialist. That's going to cost us £300 to £400 for a year worth of training. We don't have that money right now. We can't afford a behavioural specialist to try and get these issues out of him, basically. Like, people have also suggested, if he's like peeing and pooing in the house when you're out, like, why don't you get a kennel? Again, that's £300 to £400 that we can't afford. We just don't have it. We physically don't have that money. And let's be honest, dogs are expensive in the first place. Like, at the moment we're really struggling. Like, we were struggling beforehand anyway, but now we're really struggling because I've had to take a pay cut in order to change jobs, so that's making it harder. And it was a struggle even when he was earning a wage. Now it's even harder now we've taken a pay cut. And it sounds like I'm just making excuses and that financially I'm making excuses, but it's not fair on him. The best way I can say it is that unless you're in this situation, you can't understand what's happening right now with me, with my head, with Jason and Jason's head. We both love Jag with all our hearts and we want to keep him. We really want to keep him. In order to keep him, it would mean him being upset, and we can't do that. We can't do that. We have to put his best interests first. So this last week we've been assessing people and deciding who's going to be best for Jag out of all the people that I've been interested in him, because we've already put him up for advertisement on some security pages. We've settled on a guy and we've decided a guy that's going to take him, and he's a really nice guy. He's a director of a company he's already booked in to do a qualification, and he just needs a dog that can do the qualification and get a team certificate with him because he wants to do it right first time. He's got so many contacts. He knows dog trainers and he knows dog handlers that are going to help him. He's also just a really genuine guy, a really nice genuine guy, and Jag got on with him fantastically. As of next week, or possibly even within the next 5 days, Jag's no longer going to be with us. That's taking a very, very big toll on my emotions and Jason's emotions. We're spoiling him rotten right now because we know he's not going to be with us much longer. So we're taking him on extra walks and we're treating him to extra treats because we know it's not going to be here much longer. And it's breaking our hearts. It's literally breaking our hearts. We have tried everything, literally everything, to keep him, and it's just not working. He's not happy. He's not truly happy. You should have seen him when I took him to meet this guy. I put his work collar on him, I put him in the back of the car like we were going to work, and he lit up. He literally lit up. He was the dog that I've had for the last year. He was so happy, his tail was wagging, he was getting excited, he was barking and going mad at everyone that's going past. Once he was out, he was doing all his obedience like he should be doing. He was focused, he was on it, and he just had a smile on his face. It's like, I know they say that dogs don't have emotions and they don't show emotions, or some people do. He literally was smiling. Ask any dog owner and they'll tell you differently. He was literally smiling, he was beaming, he was full of life. And that was the decision maker. That's what made me know that I have to rehome him, we have to rehome him, because he wants to be a security dog. That's what he knows, that's what he enjoys, that's what he loves. He doesn't want to be a canicross dog, he doesn't want to be a bike jaw dog. He wants to be a security dog because he loves it. He loves the training, he loves the obedience, he loves the agility, he loves being able to bark at people and play with a sleeve now and again. And we can't take that away from him. We just can't. As of this week, or as of this coming week, we are going to be Jagless. And that's lost my motivation to exercise right now. It's lost my motivation to try and be healthy right now, because I just want to cry daily. The reason I did that job, the reason I did dog handling in the first place, was to get a dog. I'm a good dog, and one that I can take to work with me, one that I can enjoy when I get home, and I got that with Jag. So the fact that I can't do security, the fact that security made me ill, as well as several different things, and now as a result of that I'm having to rehome what has become my best friend, is killing me. It's literally breaking my heart, tearing it to pieces. And it's breaking Jason's heart and tearing him apart too. He's really upset about it. At the end of the day, we have to do what's best for him. We have to do what's right for him. And there's going to be so many people in the comments I already know saying, oh, I've had a working dog, my friend had a working dog and they were fine, they just had to redirect them and blah, blah, blah. Yes, that does work for some working dogs, and that does work for a lot of working dogs. That doesn't work for Jag. We've tried it, we've worked hard for it, and it's just not happening. It's one of those, dogs are just like people in that respect. What works for one dog might not work for another. What works for a group of dogs might not work for a single individual. Humans are exactly the same. For his best interest, this is about the 6th time I've said this now, but it is true. For his best interest, and to put his best interests at heart, we are having to say goodbye to him. And I'm going to end this video here because I literally don't know how to end this video. Because how do you end a video like this? Like, seriously. I'm just going to say goodbye and give you a few quick clips of Jag. So, see you guys next time.
Okay, well, there's the bridge. There's Jag.
Speak. And again, speak.